series of banditry attack in Nigeria. We've been having series of insurgency. Then why is now ECOWAS coming to intervene in the Nigeria Republic over some sort of coup d'etat when Nigeria has been going through terrible time? Why haven't the government, these are questions the Nigerians are asking, why haven't the government deployed military troops to Borno and all of this, Kaduna and all of that, when so many lives have been killed in Nigeria here? Why the focus on the Nigeria Republic when the country is suffering and faced with a lot of these plethora attack by insurgents and bandits? Okay, this day on the window page here it says Senate withhold confirmation of El-Rufai, Okutete, Danladi as ministers over security screening. It's important to do all of that screening. Then on the major page here, ECOWAS heads of state meet Thursday after expiration of deadline to Niger junta. The Mali Burkina Faso pays solidarity visit to coup plotters. Then France suspend flight to Mali, Burkina Faso. USC windows of opportunity to end crisis. Okay, we're also seeing the Jakonde annual memorial lecture down here also. Okay, up here also is a confirmed. So in part of withholding the nomination of Okutete, El-Rufai and Danladi, it confirms Edun, Kiari, Omayi, Kiamo, Aleke, Beta Edu, and 39 others. Let's come to the Guardian. It's saying inflation, high interest rates spike, sales rents by 40% in major cities. I'm seeing some cities here, high average rent by location, 2023, 3-bedroom apartment. So this is Lagos. I mean, inflation on the hike, inflation on rent, it seems to have hiking so terribly. In Lagos here, maybe 2-bedroom of, you see, 4 million, in Abuja 10 million, in Port Harcourt 2.5 million, then in Kanu 2 million, Enugu 1.8 million. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. Something needs to be done. And funnily enough, a lot of these houses are just there, empty, while most Nigerians are looking for where to even scamper for rain or sunshine. So things need to be done. Then Sanwo-Olu, also Bangwa Chiku, Bonilua, and Bonuluola. Others extol Jakonde's virtue as memorial lecture. DSS police officers to pay 20 million damages for corporate murder. Again, Imo resident comply with Ekpa's sit-at-home order. There was a protest last time. Most citizens in the southeast came out to say that they weren't going to comply to that order. But we're seeing Imo resident here complying to the order. And I also learned that Nnamdi Kanu gave an order. He said Samuel Ekpa is not actually representing him, but we're seeing a different thing here on this paper down here. Then discordant turns over accreditation of courses in universities. Nigerian ultimatum. ECOWAS leader made Thursday to condemn next step to take on the Niger junta. Tribune on the major headline is saying why Senate withhold El-Rufai. Two others confirmation here. You can see that on page 6 of the paper and get all of that. Aleke Wike, Tunji Ojo, Pate, Betaudu, 40 others confirmed. Kiamo scaled through after apologizing over disrespect to Senate. What you do haunts you tomorrow. That's the case of Kiamo here. We saw that at the end of, there was some sort of chaos in the National Assembly. When the minority leader, Abia State representing the Labour Party, came up and gave a motion that about Kiamo, talking about the 52 billion that was awarded for 704 local government in Nigeria over these SP special public works, okay, for each 1,000 Nigeria from each of these local governments should be empowered working for the government within 3 months to earn 20,000 every month. But a lot of I don't know, maybe some shenanigan played out there, and then he was summoned in the 9th assembly and there was some sort of disorder, but now he's made to apologize for that. He's made to apologize for that. Okay, we'll look at Daily Trust. Let's quickly look at okay, Blueprint is saying Senate confirmed. We've seen this in the earlier papers. Senate confirmation of Aleke Wike, Kiamo, 41 orders. Then also on Telegraph paper this morning is saying Tinubu files motion to block U.S. court from releasing records to Atiku. Wow, this seems to be an interesting story. Says Atiku petition falls under 1974 privacy law for American students. We are not opposed to Tinubu's motion, Atiku's lawyer. Also down here, the Nigerian Air Force airstrikes destroyed boats, tapping stolen crude oil in oil rivers. Okay, there are no plot to impeach my deputy. Obaseki respond to the allegation. Then Remi Tinubu commend Super Falcons to Tigress feeding Diaso victims of gross negligence. That's by NMA out there. Then we're seeing Erufai Danladi Okutete not confined by Senate. I think we need to round up this now. Let me give you leadership. What leadership is saying this morning. Okay, so leadership.
They did not confirm them.
Yes, but we'll come to that. So look at what leadership is saying. It's saying hard reforms necessity to ramp up tax revenue. That's a Federal Inland Revenue Service saying here. Then Senate hunts confirmation of Erufai Okutete Danladi on security clearance. Okay, I think that's all we're going to be taking today at the newspaper review. Join us sometime next week or probably some other day while we bring you all of this review. I am Austin B. Sunum and this is 7 Fender. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
Do you want to speak on something here that bothers you?
I just came now, so I don't have anything to say about the newspaper.
Let's see how Tinubu's government pans out. Let me even ask. I mean, this is something that you are not unaware. We've seen ministerial nominees screening going on for some days right now. What can you say about this Tinubu's cabinet? Because I think there's someone said they're supposed to sit tomorrow. I don't know how true that is, or next week. I don't know. But are we being optimistic of something good? I guess we should. Because less than 3 months, things are beginning to pan out so quickly.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe, but let us watch and see. The government, because I don't have anything to say now, because the government is still very new.
But so far, I mean, so with the actions taken, what can you say about them?
The action about the ministers or...
Action generally within.
But the fuel issue, that is where everybody is facing the difficulties now, because the transportation is very, very high. That is the most difficult things now.
And also the hike in the price of foodstuff also.
So foodstuff, everything. So the high, that is too high. But for the senatorial list, well, let's see. Because like yesterday, I think they screened some the remaining ministers and some other. So maybe from now till Friday they will give them or so.
I think they are done with the screening.
They've done with the screening?
Yeah, I think they are done. Kiama was the last person they screened yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, for the 8th person. Even though we're hearing that Okutete, Danladi and Erufai going through security. Yes, so there seems to be a hang-up on their own side.
But with that, I think the one that they have already escaped to now, they have to give them pursuit.
Sure. Because it's important that Federal Executive Council sit very soon.
Yeah.
So let's see how they.
So Thursday, Friday, maybe something good must come in.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
I hope that Nigeria gets better every day.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.